Hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting you with a live demonstration of our eBay clone application. So let's start with the demo. So first of all, this is the home page of our customer facing website. Here you can see the shop by categories option. If a customer wants to shop by any particular category, then he can do that by clicking on this option, and then you can just select the category with which category you want to shop. For example, if you want clothing, you can select that, or if you want footwear or accessories, you can also do that. And now here you can see the banners of the particular store. So these are the options from which the admin can generate an extra revenue from the website. So these banners will be uploaded by the admin for the particular store, and if you click on this banner, you can just the customer can just directly go to the home page or the main page of the particular vendor. And coming to the bottom, here you can see the top products of the application of the website. Here you can see the top products, and here you can see some of the ads. Here you can see the discounted products. The discount has been provided on which products, you can see that here. You can also see the recently viewed products. The products which customer has viewed recently, they can be shown, that can be shown here. Or you can also shop by the brand. You can shop by your favorite brands. All will be listed here. You can also shop by recommended suppliers and all that. So let me just show you how an order is placed and how the overflow of the website is. So for example, if I click on shop on category, and I can click on clothing and go to men's clothing, click on done, and I will be shown all the products here that are related to men's clothing in the category of men's clothing. So in the left hand side, you can see all the brands will be listed here. If you want to shop by a particular brand, you can just select any brand you want. You can select the color, you can select the bundle, and also you can select the size. You can also select the price range according to your convenience, and you can just click on go, and all the products that will be under this category, that will be shown to you. So for example, let's add a product here. You can click on add, and the product will be automatically added onto the cart. You can also sort the products by clicking on here. You can sort the products from low to high price, or high to low price, or based on a popularity. And as I have added the product here, you can just click on the cart option, and here you will see your product. Here you can see the price details. If you have any loyalty points, then you can also apply here for some discounts. Here you can add a new address, or if you have already entered an address, you can also change the address from here. And at the bottom, you can see the payment methods, whether it's an online payment or cash on delivery or wallet. You can also add the amount in wallet, and you can also see if you pay by wallet, you can get a 10% discount. You can do that also. Now if you want to do this as a cash on delivery option, you can just click on place order, and your order will be placed. You will get a notification, thanks for waiting, we are processing your order. So you can see here the order will be placed. Now you can either on this screen, you can just see the cancel order option. You can either cancel the order. You can also see the tracking details of your order, whether it's approved or shipped or out for delivery or delivered. You can see that. So as the order has been placed, now it is a duty of the admin to confirm the order. So this is the admin panel. So you can see here, this is our order. The admin can simply approve the order, and then the order will go to the active section. Now he just have to assign this order to a particular delivery guy. So the admin can select on assign, and he can just assign the order to a particular delivery guy. Just click on any delivery boy, and he can just click on assign. Now I will be showing you the main screen of the agent application. So as you can see, the delivery boy has already got a notification of the order. So he can see here the order is the delivery location, the order from which store the order is placed, and you can see the amount of money, the cash on delivery he has to take from the customer. Now he can just click on the order, and he will be shown the status of the order as well. As I have clicked on this, he can see the order is packed. Now coming to the admin side of the panel, you can just click on this drop down menu, and you can just select which status you want to select for the particular order, whether it's packed or shipped or out for delivery. When the order will be out for delivery, from there onwards, the delivery agent can pick up the order. From there onwards, the delivery agent can pick up the order, and then he can just deliver the order to the particular location. So as you can see here, these are all the filters that has been provided to the delivery guy. So when the delivery agent will reach the desired location, he can just click on the directions and he will be shown the map as well, from where he can just see the customer's location. And when he will reach the desired location of the customer, he can just simply click on delivered button and the order will be delivered, from that. So this was the basic overflow of the customer and the agent application. So now let me explain you how the admin panel will look like. First of all, coming to the dashboard. So on the dashboard here, you can see the pending orders, the number of active orders, the delivered orders, the number of customers that have cancelled the order. So basically you can see all the reports from the dashboard. All the numbers will be shown here. You can see that. Now you can see the amount of revenue generated by your website or by your application on a particular date or on a particular day. You can select that also. You can see that as well. You can filter the date also from here. You can filter the date if you want to see the revenue from which date to which date. You can just filter that. You can see the number of orders on which date, how many orders came to your application, or how many customers placed an order on your application. You can see that from here. And at the bottom you can see all the pending orders that are being waited for to be approved by the admin. You can see all the pending orders, and clicking on active order, you can see all the active orders from here. Now coming to the catalog part, here you can see all the categories that I have just shown you. So for example, let's say you can see here shop by category. These are all the categories. Here are all the categories that the admin can enter. And if the admin wants to add any subcategory for this particular category, then he can just click on create subcategory, and then he can just select a category for which subcategory he wants to do that. He can just click on he can just select the category. He can just select the name and the description and the picture of the particular category. Here you can see all the categories. Now if the admin wants to add any product to a particular category, so for example, let's say footwear or accessories, then he can do that as well. Just click on the category footwear and you can just click on the plus sign here. It will allow you to add any particular product to any category. So you can select a category of footwear, you can select the image, you can select the product name and inventory, how many products do you have in your website, or you can also enter the description and click on submit option. Then that particular product will be added to the category. Now coming to the suppliers part, here you can see all the suppliers or all the vendors that are on your website. You can see all the details of them here. You can view the analytics of the particular supplier. You can see the amount of revenue that has been generated by the particular supplier, or number of orders that the customers are placing for that particular supplier. You can see that from here. And you can also see the revenue of the particular supplier. You can see the commission that will be given to the supplier. You can see the email, the phone number, and the address and the name also. If you want to create a supplier, you can just click on add supplier button. You can enter the supplier name, the supplier email ID, phone number, address, and the admin's commission. Whenever a customer will place an order, how much commission will go to the admin, you can select that in percentage. And you can also select the license number of the particular supplier, and you can then assign a particular category to that supplier from here, and then click on register. Then your new supplier will be added. Now coming to the agents part, here you can see all the agents that are working on your website, that are working on your application. Here you can see all the agents. You can see the agent's image, the name, the email address, the phone number, the occupation, and which seller they are given to. So for example, if they are given to any Abhishek Kumar Bharti, they can see the admin, they can see the agent. And if the agent works for all the suppliers, then it will be written all here. You can see the commission of the particular agent, the revenue, the service accepted, service rejected, the license number. Basically you can see everything from that. You can edit the agent's detail as well from here. Now coming to the agent part, you can click on back. Yeah, now you can just, if you want to track all your agents, you can just click on track all agents, and all the agents will be tracked on this map. You you can see here 3 agents are being tracked on this map. You can do that as well. And if you want to add any particular agent, if you want to add a new agent, you can just click on add agent. You just have to fill all the details of the agent, the name, email address, phone number, occupation, and you just have to choose for which supplier the agent will be working for. You can just select that from here, and you can just click on save. The agent will be added. Now coming to the brands, here you can add or update or edit any brand you want. So for example, if you want to add a new brand, you can do that. So here you can see all the brands as I've just shown you in the website. Here you can see at the bottom that was shown, you can shop by brands. Here you can see, so you can just add any brand, or you can update or edit any existing brand. You can also delete that. So you can just click on add brand. You can add the brand's name, or you can add the brand's name and click on save. The brand will be added. Now coming to orders part, here you can see all the active and pending orders that are on the website. Here you can see, first of all, the option will be for the pending order. Here you can see all the pending orders. Now coming to the active orders, here you can see all the active orders. Coming to the history, here you can see all the delivered orders, and you can see all the orders in the history task pane. You can also select the date range, the payment type. If you want to filter out any particular order, you can see that you can do that also. The payment type, the ration wise, you can select the status as well. Now coming to the banner, these are the options that are being provided to the admin if you want to earn some extra revenue or generate some extra revenue from their suppliers. So the suppliers can tell the admin that they want to be on top of their website, and then the admin can add a banner for the particular supplier. So when the customer will come to the website, he can see the banner on the top for the particular supplier. When he will click on that banner, it will automatically go to their marketplace on the website. So you can do that also. You can just click on add banner. You can enter the supplier's name, for which supplier you want to add the banner for. You can select the category, for which category you want the banner for. You can select the banner redirection type, if you want to redirect to a particular page or not. So you can also enter the banner validity. You can enter the banner's name, the image for mobile, and you can just click on save changes, then the banner will be added. Now coming to the promotions part, here the admin can add the promo codes which the customers can use to avail certain discounts. You can see all the promo codes here. The admin can edit any particular promo code, or he can also delete that. Now he can just click on plus add promo code. You can enter the promo code name, and you can enter all the description details about the promo code. For example, the code description, the code name, the promo code discount, whether it's in percentage or flat, how much off. You can just enter that. Enter the minimum basket value. You can select the promo bearer. You can select the promo type, whether it's for all the users or only for subscription users. You can also do that. You can also select the number of redeems allowed per user. You can select that. You can enter the promo code validity, and you can enter all the details and click on done. The promo code will be added. Now coming to the user subscription, the admin can also add a user subscription so that the user can buy the subscription, and then they can gain some extra benefits from that. To add a user subscription, you can just add or click on add button. You can enter the plan's name, the price, the plan type, whether weekly, monthly or yearly. You can enter a little plan description, and you can enter the plan payment method, whether it's Stripe or any cash on delivery or online payment. You can enter that. You can also enter the minimum order amount, and then you can assign the benefits which benefit the user will be getting if they bought their subscription. You can just enter that and just click on done. The user subscription plan will be added. Coming to the loyalty points, here you can see the loyalty points. These loyalty points are when a particular user shops continuously on your website, then he will be getting some loyalty points for the particular product which he can use to avail the discounts. So you can add loyalty points. You can enter the name of the loyalty point. You can enter the description. You can enter the total points. You can enter the amount, whether a percentage or flat. You can enter the minimum order amount, and you can also select whether it's for all categories or you can assign a particular category. You can choose the image and click on save option. Now coming to the feedback, here you can see all the feedbacks that are being sent on the website to the admin by the user, by the supplier, and by the agent also. The agent can also delete any particular feedback if he wants to. Now coming to the notification part, here you can see all the notifications that has been that came to the website for the admin or any other website. For example, there has been a new order, the order has been delivered, there has been new order request. You can see all the notifications from here. Now coming to the user section, here you can see all the users that have shopped on your website, that are currently shopping, or that have already joined your website, signed up on a website. You can see that. You can see the name of the user, the email address, the phone number, and whether they have verified their OTP or not. They can see that also. You can see the date of joining of the user. You can see the subscription plan, if they have bought any subscription plan or not. You can see that. You can reset the password for the user. You can view their wallet. You can edit the user. You can just edit the OTP verified option, whether it's no or yes. You can edit the phone number also. Click on submit. You can do that as well. Now coming to the sub-admin part. So the admin have got a privilege where he can just choose some sub-admins to work under him, and he can just assign some of the permissions to that particular sub-admin. So you can see here royo@yopmail.com is the email for the particular sub-admin. You can click on the permission and you can view these are all the permissions, and you can just select which permission the admin wants to give to the sub-admin. You can select that and you can just click on save, and those permission will be provided to the particular sub-admin. You can also add a new sub-admin by clicking on add admin. You can enter the email address, the password, the phone number, and click on submit. The new sub-admin will be created, and then you can from here you can just first of all toggle the status to on, and then you can just view all the permissions from here, and you can just assign the permissions to the particular sub-admin. Now going to reports, you can view all the reports from here. You can see the customer reports or the user reports from here, the email address, the name. You can see the order reports, how many orders are being placed, which supplier is getting which order. You can see that. You can see the suppliers report as well. You can see the agents report, the product report, the user subscription revenue. You can basically see all of that in the report section. Now coming to accounting, here you can see the account statement of all the customers. Here you can see the account statement of the customer. The account settling option is also there. If you want to settle your accounts with the suppliers, you can do that. You can just click on pay, and then it will. You can just select any order. For example, let's select this, or you can just click on pay, and you will be given this screen that you have successfully settled the account with this particular supplier. You can do that. You can see the agent statement. You can also settle your amount with the agent if you have any overdue. You can select the supplier's payout request. You can select agent payout request if you want. You have these options as well. Now coming to the settings, here you can see all the basic settings that you can do on the website. For example, if you want to change the logo, the fav icon, the admin banner, you can select the payment method, whether you want it to be cash on delivery or online or both. You can select that. You can basically select different settings from here for the admin. So this was a basic overflow of our eBay clone application. Thank you.